Hey, good morning, guys, and this is Taib from Authentication. A couple of days ago, I received a comment on YouTube. One guy, he wanted me to figure out how many pairs of those Jordan 1 3.0 Shattered Backboard were made. So I told him I was going to do it. So I got some time this morning to squeeze the same. So here it is. Now, again, when I do these things, everything is based on my own assumptions. So I don't claim to have any kind of insider information. This is just based on just observation and then making some kind of assumption and then creating things based on what I've seen. So these shoes coming out on Saturday. I mean, it's a super nice shoe. Pictures that I saw before were kind of like didn't do them justice, because if you looked at the upper, it looked like a shattered backboard, which this is what this is supposed to reflect. But now the newer pictures are better. I felt like they are better than what I saw earlier. So I like this, actually. I kind of like them. So this morning I'm going to be talking about this. It's a good looking shoe. It's going to be super hard to get, and I don't want to give away the information right now. So let's get to it. All right, so the first thing you want to do every time when you want to do this thing is trying to figure out who's getting the shoe. Okay, let me go on my website and make it easy. So I was going to lean on my linear model, because I felt like the Obsidian 1 and the first class flight were good shoes that could kind of capture the same amount of interest, just like this Shattered Backboard. But when I looked the map of the Obsidian 1 and when I looked at the maps of the first class flight, it wasn't the same. Like, they had more. Now this one is more limited. So I was like, man, I can't use a linear model, so I have to go the archaic way and kind of just go to the map, count all these things, and do it from there. So the first thing we want to do is we want to figure out who's getting the shoe. So major retailers, Footlocker, Footaction, and it's going to be in stores and online. And guess what? Champs is not getting it. So if you live in a place where there's only Champs, you pretty much, it's over for you. Now, JD Sports is getting it, Finish Line is going to get it, and Hibbert is going to get it. All right? And the smaller retailers, you got Kicks USA, Downtown Locker Room, and Rouville. And then Jimmy Josh, Shoe Palace, Shoe City, and then Chic Shoes, and a couple other ones, Shop Nice Kicks. That's like a smaller store, so I'm not going to mention them here. Now, so far, these were the only one in North America. I'm not talking about overseas yet. So this is just here in the United States of America. All right. Now, and I looked at Footlocker's map, and man, look at this. Like, this is the first time I was like, man, this is crazy. And that many people getting it. So when I counted it, I counted about 135 Footlocker stores. And I did the same thing with Footaction. Is only 65 Footactions. So if you can see that, that's like almost 895 operating Footlocker stores, and only 135 are getting them. That's like 15%. And if you look at the Footactions, there's like 262, and only 65 are getting it based on my numbers. So that's like 24.8%. That's pretty small. And they're all using the launch reservation. So that means it's going to be really hard to get this shoe. You know, usually I get like 500 Footlockers and maybe 181 Footactions. This time is 135 Footlockers. That's like the number. The drop is crazy. Okay, I would think Nike will make more, because this is a shoe that a lot of people want. You know, if Nike talks about the edit to amplify, this is a shoe that people want. So just give them what they want. You know, make more. But they didn't. All right. Anyway, so, and now to find the numbers, I'm going to try to use my assumptions. I'm going to assume that Footlocker and Footaction are going to get about 1/4 of all the U.S. inventory. And then Footlocker and Footaction online are going to get about 1/4 of what the physical stores are getting. And then we're going to assign about 24 pairs to each Footlocker store and 24 to each Footaction. Okay? I know I may be stretching it, but let's stick to that. So Footlocker plus Footaction would be 135 times 12. That's for Footlocker. And then for Footaction, it would be 65 times 24. We get 4,800 when you add the two. And then if you divide 48 by 4, you get 1,200. If you add these two, you get 6,000 pairs. That's for Footlocker and Footaction all together, combined, installed and online. And then for the US inventory, I'm thinking 24,000, because I multiply this number by 4. Now, the grand total, which is not just the US but the rest of the world. I'm gonna take the US inventory, I'm gonna multiply that by 2. I get 48,000 pairs in total. So I'm thinking 24,000 here in the USA, and then 24,000 every place else. I'm counting Europe and Asia and all that combined, because probably America gets more shoes. All right, now should you buy the flip? I was going to use eBay's data, but man, eBay has a lot of fakes on it. Like, and I looked at it, a lot of guys on eBay are selling bootlegs, like 89, 189. Man, you don't gotta ask me a question. This is a bootleg, so I'm not gonna waste my time on Footlocker, on eBay. I wasn't gonna do it, you know. So I don't want to do that to you. So what I did was I just went straight up and I went to StockX. I actually wrote an article on eBay selling fakes, so you can kind of read that. If you go on my website, you know, you can click on it and then read the entire article. Now, when I went on StockX, they sold about 1,472 pairs so far, and the markup is 133.8%. Average sale price is 414, 400 in the low 400. Now the good thing is these smaller sizes are going for like 380, between 380 and 400. Even bigger sizes are going for like 240, 250. That's the size 13. Pretty good sign, because usually big sizes don't go for anything. So big sizes are going for even 240. You're still sitting on a $40 profit. That's not bad at all. But for if you're gonna make the most money, you're gonna have to get the smaller sizes, and that's gonna be hard to get because everybody's gonna aim for the sizes. All right, so you might want to take your, you know, do some algebra, some, you know, your thinking there, and think, okay, if I could get 5 size 13, and I could make about 50 bucks on each one of those, that would be 250. So maybe your volume will be better. So get the bigger sizes and sell more and get money, or try to aim for your home run and get one small size 8 and make all that money into one shoe. It's up to you. You can do your own numbers. Now I'm only doing this for guys that are, you know, looking to capitalize on the shoe. All right, now those I actually want the shoe to wear. It's gonna be really hard to get. You know, everybody's gonna go after it. So I say, if you have the money now, just go ahead and grab it on StockX. You know, just buy it right now. Don't wait, because it's gonna be super hard. And guess what? When the shoe releases, the value is going to keep on increasing. I don't think it's going to go down. So it's one of the shoes that's going to be legendary. All right. So that's it for today. Now, I also want to remind you, if you haven't bought one of my legit check authentication guide yet, you can go ahead and click on this here. I'll click on it and show it to you. So basically, I created this entire thing. It has over 24, I said 24, over 105 comparisons between bootlegs and authentic sneakers. And then every time I do a new one, you can get it. So I'll email it to you. So you can buy this now for $19.99. All these comparisons are over there. So when you look to authenticate your sneaker, you don't have to look too far. Just go on there and then grab that. All right. So guys, this is it for this morning. And this is Ty from Master Kicks. And stay tuned for more stuff. Thank you.